Hey, Michelle, I really need to talk to you, and it's important. I can't overlook this any longer. Are you seriously going out again? Really? Is this necessary? You need to realize this. Going out every night is the worst thing that a housewife can do. You really need to take your role more seriously. Don't you think it's bad for Reese to be working late into the night? Are you even thinking about his needs right now? Don't you know how selfish you're being? Rose, seriously? Are you really bringing up this whole situation again? Why must you do this to me all the time? It's making me so frustrated. No matter how many times I try to explain this to you, why don't you try and make an effort to understand? I direct traffic at night for my job, okay? I'm trying to do my best to contribute to our living expenses, so I've got no choice but to do this job. Things need to be paid for, and I work very hard. I don't think I have even gone out at night for the past few years or so. It's been a long time since I've gone out clubbing or anything like that. I don't get you, Michelle. All you do is lie through your teeth. You're far from a suitable match for my son, Reese. All you are is trash, Michelle. You tell nothing but lies, and you're just an annoying little parasite that we can't get rid of from this house. This is the family house, and you're ruining everything. You need to stop all of these antics that you're doing and be a good and obedient housewife. This is not the time to be joking around, okay? Even if Reese forgives you for what you've been doing, I most certainly will not. You're just a spoiled brat who thinks they can do whatever they want. Are you stuck in the 19th century or something? Your ideals are so old-fashioned and outdated, Rose, and no, I'm not a spoiled brat either. I haven't been lying at all, so I don't know where you're getting this information from about me going out and partying. Look, I'm about to start my shift, and I'm going to be busy. I'll have no time to reply to you until I'm done with work. Please understand that I don't play around at all. I'm a hard worker that's trying to do my best for my family. Stop with these accusations, please. That's all I ask of you. But not only do you go out every night, you don't come back until really early in the morning. I just don't get what you're up to, Michelle. You know, Reese made a really big mistake choosing you as his wife. He obviously had no idea that you'd turn out like this and go behind his back in everything. Please don't make me say it again. How many times must I repeat myself? I work nights, so all I do is leave the house. I don't go into town and drink or anything like that. If you think I'm telling lies, Rose, why don't you go and ask Reese about this? Maybe he can actually kick some sense into you since you're not listening to me. But that's how I found out what you're doing in the first place. I went to Reese asking what was up with you. You're out at nighttime because you're trying to hook up with other men. You're using the family's money to go out and party because you don't have your own, and that's disgusting behavior. I gave you that money because I was feeling bad for you. I gave you the money from my own savings account. What kind of wife are you? I didn't think you intended on using up all the money, right? But seriously, why would you do this to me? Whoa. Hang on a minute. What did you just say? Is that what Reese told you was going on? You do realize that's a huge and utter lie. Don't believe it. Are you telling me that I should trust my witch of a daughter-in-law over my flesh and blood? You're telling me not to believe my own son? Are you stupid or something? I can't believe you just said that. There's no way I'd believe anything you say to me. Stop making such stupid requests to me. I'm laughing so much that my stomach hurts. Please stop. That's enough, Rose. Fine. I guess I'll have to talk to Reese to figure out what he meant by all of that. We need to put everything on the table now. What if I want to do what I want? I don't really care anymore about knowing what he said and didn't say. All I want is for you to stop going out at night immediately. Also, I want my money back, so give it to me. If I don't get my money back, you're going to regret entering this family. You'll never see the light of day. That's it. I'm ending this conversation, but I don't want to hear any more of this crap. I'm going to go and talk to Reese about this. Don't bother me. You know, Reese, I have had enough with your mother thinking that I'm lying to her. What do you intend to do about it, huh?
Ugh, what do you want, Michelle? I'm kinda busy right now. I'm in the middle of work, and your message hasn't come at the best time.
You being in the middle of work, Reese, is you working at a bar. Now, come on. I'm trying to discuss some really important things with you.
I can't change the fact that I'm in the middle of work. It's a busy time at night. Now, if this isn't urgent, I need to get back to it. Otherwise, I'll be pulled up for having my phone out.
Well, this is urgent, Reese. Why don't you take me seriously? Look, I wanted to ask why you lied to your mother about what I'm doing. Why would you do that?
Wait, what? What are you talking about? Michelle, what lies are you referring to exactly? I talk to my mother a lot, you know? I lose track of what I say.
You lied to your mother about me going out and partying or something really late into the night and not coming home until the early morning. Why would you say something like that to her when you know for a fact that I don't do any of those sort of things? When do I even have the time to go out and go to clubs and get drunk, Reese? Hardly ever. So why did you lie to her that I do?
Oh, okay. I suppose I did say it like that, now that I think about it. I can't help that now. It's a bit late to be arguing with me about it. I just needed to do that because I didn't have the money to spend on things I need. I just wanted more money. I've got no other reasons why I lied.
What? What the heck would you need a reason for? You made it all up in the first place, so why would you need a reason for your lies? Even though you have a low income, you still walk around like you own the place and that you have a lot of cash to spend, when in fact you don't at all. I know that you may or may not return the money someday, but if you need to borrow some money, just ask. It's okay, you can be honest about it.
There's no way that you can just say, just lend some money to me. Are you trying to make me look desperate or something? I shouldn't be asking a woman for money. You just don't understand what I'm going through right now, Michelle. Don't you realize how embarrassing it is to say the things I did to my mother?
If you think it's embarrassing to tell your mother about your money situation, why don't you try and change the situation you're in then? Don't lie to me and then falsely accuse me of things I haven't even done. Shouldn't you just face this yourself and be honest? Lying gets you nowhere in life.
Oh, would you just shut up, Michelle? You're literally driving me crazy. I'm so sick of you badgering me. Can't you just leave me in peace?
Excuse me? What did you just say to me? Did you just tell me to shut up? What has gotten into you these days? I am trying to sort this mess out and you're making it difficult.
Even though you're younger than me, you act like an old hag and want to keep me on the straight and narrow. What's wrong with a little white lie, Michelle? When I see you standing in front of me sometimes, I can see how much you've aged in the time we've been married. You look so wrinkly, it's gross. You're completely different than the other girls that surround me. They're so much younger and prettier than you.
Yeah, but don't you see that the other people, including the girls that you work with, are basically university students with part-time jobs? Of course I'm totally different than them, but it doesn't give you the right to come at me about my looks. You're being so horrible right now, Reese.
Hey, you better watch your mouth. Don't you dare say things like that to me. I'm not going to forgive you for speaking in such a smart aleck manner.
I suppose they don't have to live with a trashy husband that disses his wife and has to live with his parents like I do. It's frustrating to deal with. Whatever you say, Reese. Look, I don't want to make things any more complicated than they already are. Just stop telling weird lies to your mother about me, all right? I don't need all this hassle from her anymore. It's getting beyond a joke. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you even listening to me, Reese? Hey! Are you going to reply to me or not? Ugh, stop wasting my time. I can't get over the fact that you're going almost every night a week. It's absolutely ridiculous. Since things didn't get any better, I decided to file a divorce for you both. Huh? You did what? What is with you making all of these hasty decisions? Since when did you have the right to do that to us? Also, you always message me at night, and it's really annoying because I'm in the middle of work, and I thought I told you about my job. Well, I'm tired of you lying about your job and lying about doing night shifts. I know you're just going out to party and get drunk all the time. It's stressful dealing with people like you. It makes my blood pressure rise, and that's not good for me at my age. Look, I don't have the time to discuss this matter with you right now. I'm in the middle of my night shift, and I need to focus on my work. You really think that you can just lie to me whenever you want, Michelle? I suppose I've got no choice but to let you do as you please. I guess that's a good thing, because I've already filed the divorce papers without asking for your permission. Wait, what? Why on earth would you do that without talking to me first? Have you completely lost your mind, Rose? I'm telling you that I filed the paperwork, and now all you need to do is pack up your things and leave the house. Please do that sooner rather than later. Just rewind and freeze. Hold on a second, all right? So, you've already filed the papers at the courthouse, and you thought it would be funny to not tell me? Hey, you're the one who already wrote down what you wanted in case anything like this happened. I'm really glad that you're going through with this. Now I can kick you out and not lose all of my dignity. All you are is a woman who likes to mess around with other men. Now I can finally make you disappear. Wow, I really can't believe any of this. You really did file the divorce papers at the courthouse. I never imagined you'd go that far into kicking me out of your life. So, while you're telling me all the things you've done, does Reese know what's going on? Does he know about the divorce you filed? No, Reese doesn't know what's going on, but I think I've made it pretty obvious that I didn't like you, and I'm sure my son doesn't like you anymore either. I think he'll be very happy about the decisions that have been made today, since he said he's always wanted a divorce from you. You just did what you wanted to do, which was to see those files submitted to the courthouse. You haven't even talked to Reese yet. How do you know that's actually what he wants? He hasn't confirmed anything with me, but you think this explanation is going to be enough for me to leave? Well, that's why I'm taking matters into my own hands now. So for goodness sake, just leave my house and leave my son alone. I want you to just disappear quickly so that I don't have to bother with any of this nonsense. Don't come back all mad. This kind of request you're making is basically impossible. How could I not be mad at what you've done to my marriage? But to be honest, I can't deal with your crap any longer, Rose. When I get back tomorrow morning, I'll pack my things and leave. Are you happy now? Is this what you want to happen to me? Leave me homeless and have my things piled up on the street? I don't want you coming inside this house. You could steal something and I wouldn't even realize. I'm going to throw your stuff outside on the lawn. It's dirty out there, so if I were you, I'd come and quickly pick it up so that none of your things get ruined. Don't come anywhere near the front door. Wait, what? You're going to throw it all outside? Why must you go that far, Rose, huh? I've never done anything remotely bad to you to deserve this. Didn't I just say to you that I can pick up my things tomorrow morning? Is that not good enough? I don't want you coming into the house because it makes me so angry to have you in my presence. I can't stand the faces you make at me. Really? I make you angry? Are you kidding? You're the one... Wait, you know what? Fine. I've got no energy to start a fight right now. Fine, just do what you must then. All you are is a scumbag wife that disobeys her husband and his family by going out late at night and not coming home until the early morning. You're old enough to know better than to do this sort of thing to my son. All you are is a piece of trash that parties and makes things worse. I've filed the divorce papers now, so that means you're not allowed to come into this house ever again. I mean it. Don't even try. Wow. I really can't believe you've done all these things. It must be such a huge accomplishment for you. I guess I should say, yay for you. Well done, Rose. Don't patronize me, you little toad. I don't want to ever see your face around here ever again. You've ruined my son's life, and now I've ruined yours. You know what? I'm not going to bother with the luggage. In fact, I'm happy because of this development in our relationship. Don't worry, I'll leave the house with a huge smile on my face. I'll leave the luggage behind and I'll go and collect only the important things. Well, you've mastered your plan so well, Rose. I pray that we'll never meet again after tomorrow. You've got some nerve being a smart aleck towards me. You've always been such a scumbag daughter-in-law. I can now throw you out on the curb. Whatever you say, Rose. Goodbye, you wrinkled old hag. Have a nice life. I hope that you'll age well, but we all know you won't. What the heck did you just call me, you stupid little woman? How dare you speak like that to me? You should be ashamed of how you've treated me. Not one bit, Rose. Besides, you've been putting me down from the start. If you'll excuse me, I've got to get back to work. I hope you've enjoyed this little conversation. Why on earth are you calling me, Rose? I thought you didn't ever want to see or hear from me again. What do you want now? Don't you know how to answer your stupid phone? Pick up the phone right now. We need to have a little chat and you're avoiding me. I've been trying to get in touch with you since yesterday, but you keep ignoring my messages and calls. Why won't you answer your phone? Why should I have to answer my phone to a woman who has been trying to sabotage me? I'm at work right now, so would you stop being such a nuisance for once in your life? I've got every right to get in touch with you since I'm trying to get rid of you once and for all. Look, I'm in a bit of a hurry, so why aren't you answering your phone? Well, I don't want to pick up the phone when I see your name pop up on my screen. Also, how am I supposed to know about your little panic? I don't care, Rose. If you've got something to say to me right now, just message it through to me so I don't have to bother hearing your voice screaming at me from the other end. Fine. What are we supposed to do about this loan? I've got no idea where it came from. What's going on here, Michelle? Huh? What on earth are you babbling on about, Rose? You need to be more specific, otherwise I can't help you with what you're panicking about. You know, just after you left the house, the living expenses started to disappear. Could it be that you're stealing money from the household budget? If you are, you need to give it back to me right away. I'm not having any of this crap pulled on me. It's my money and I want it right now. Are you seriously accusing me of theft right now? I didn't steal any of your money, Rose. It's been more than a month since I've left that house. How could I possibly have stolen any money from you if I haven't been anywhere near the house? Then why aren't my household finances up to scratch? Up until now, I should have had enough money to cover the expenses with the family's money. I can't pay for the loan, and the bank said that the debt collectors will come if I can't pay for it. Is this not making you feel bad right now? Why would I feel bad? Also, did you not realize that it stopped when I left because I was the one paying for it for about a year? Wait, what? What are you talking about? What do you mean the payments stopped when you left? You're confusing me so much right now. You really thought that everything was covered by the family account because I had been putting money into the account to pay for things. I actually stopped doing that this month since you kicked me out, and basically I wasn't part of the family anymore. Don't you understand that this is the reason why you can't pay for the expenses or anything like that? I was the only one contributing. I don't think you should be going out of your way to ask me to pay back anything when I was being more responsible than anyone in the house. What on earth was all that about? What do you mean you were the only one contributing to the house? Why are you the one paying for things when you don't even have a job? I definitely know that it's been Reese who's been paying for these mortgage payments and expenses. It's obviously his income going towards it. Okay, if you think that, why don't you just ask him to pay for the loans? I'm sure he'll be more than happy to help out, but that's if he can pay for it, that is. Okay, he just turned around and told me that he can't afford to pay off the loans we have. What the heck is going on around here? I thought that he was the one that was paying for the loan up until the bank requested the payments. Michelle, you need to be straight with me. Explain to me what's going on. I've got hardly anything to explain to you. I think understanding the truth is a pretty simple thing to do, Rose. There's no way Reese can pay the loans off, right? He's such an incompetent person and has never been good with money until he met me. He only earns about $2,000 a month for his job. Excuse me? How could it be that he's only earning $2,000 a month? What is with these accusations, Michelle? Stop messing around. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth, Rose. Reese hardly works at all, so that's why he earns so little. He's working at a bar that he normally eats and drinks at. The maximum salary that he makes for his job and puts it into the family account is about $2,000 a month. It doesn't go very far. A bar? He's been working at a bar? Since when did this happen? Is that really all the work he's doing? Yes, and he's been only working there in the evenings. You know that ordinary office workers don't typically go to work in the evenings, right? I'm surprised you didn't notice what he was doing until now. You really don't take much notice of what we do you? So my son has basically been out at nighttime because he's working at a bar that really only has customers in the evenings? Yes, he does night shifts at the bar, so he's there until like 11 or 12 at night. But I've had to work day and night to be able to pay for important things. There's just no need to compare what we do, but you can't deny that I've worked hard and I did the best that I could do. I've been supporting such an annoying man and his troublesome parents for too long. Even if you were grateful, do you think I'd still give you money? Please, just hang on a minute there, Michelle. I'm really not understanding this at all. I'm just in shock, you know. Reese only earns $2,000 a month? But he's in his 30s. He should have a better job by now. Is it even possible to live on $2,000 a month these days? Why don't you ask your son all of these questions instead of me? If you're not going to believe me, please just ask the person in question. In fact, I'm really just a stranger to this family, and that's how I feel about all of you too. Isn't it pointless to contact me? So, has this really been what you've been doing up until now? You've been paying for all of our living expenses? Yes, that's right. But you were the one who never believed what I said, and it's all because of your lousy son who refused to work more than he does now. Not only do I work during the day, but I work as a traffic director at night as well. I was making enough money that I could save it all by myself. You know, I feel like most of the time you were all exploiting me anyways. Wait, what did you say? You're a traffic director as well? At night? So, you were never going out drinking or clubbing? Nothing like that? How many times do I have to tell you that I never did anything like that? You were so persistent to make me feel guilty and prove that you were right. And that you never realized that you'd been deceived by your idiot son. He never told you what he did for work, Rose? It's too late to even be talking about what happened. Well, thanks to you, Rose, I'm getting a divorce and I'm free to do whatever I like. It's great to be able to say goodbye to the scumbag of a husband. He was so useless and never helped with anything. Until now, I'd only believed what Reese was telling me. I really thought that you were lying to cover up what you were doing, but you were just helping out. It's about time you realized what your son is truly like. You brought him up, so you should know what he's like. Do you understand how he grew up now? This is the kind of person he is, Rose. You never wanted to believe that he was lazy and lousy, but it's true. He's so useless at providing for anyone but himself. Well, now that you know the truth, I guess I can leave it to you to solve the rest of your problems. I'll say it again, this has nothing to do with me anymore. What do you mean it has nothing to do with you? Of course you're involved in this mess. What am I supposed to do about this loan? I can't pay for it on my own. I just thought that Reese was covering the expenses, so I had no idea that it was really you who was paying off the mortgage. Please help. What should I do? Why should I help you, you old hag? You're the one that pushed me out, so why should I help with your financial turmoil? Excuse me, how dare you talk to me like this? You can't do this to us. Just come back to the house. We can reverse the divorce papers. I'm sure my son will take you back. I'm not doing anything to help you or your lousy son. You treated me so badly, and I don't intend to go back to the way things were. Okay, all right, I'm sorry. Just please help us. We can't be kicked out onto the street. We wouldn't survive. Please, we need you to help us. I'm begging you. No, I don't want anything to do with you or your family anymore. I'm free to do whatever I like now. I'm cutting you off. You dug your own grave, so lie in it. Good luck with everything. You're going to need it. Tell Reese to go out and get a better job. In the end, Rose continued to ask Michelle for help with the mortgage repayments. Michelle ignored her requests and she fell into a fit of despair. Michelle finally cut ties with Reese and the rest of his family. By doing that, she was able to live a much richer life. She felt mentally and physically free from their grasp. Meanwhile, Rose's family began to live in fear of their debt. It's a result of her own doing, so there's really nothing that could have been done to help them. Apparently, the entire family now works at a factory from morning to night. Let's hope they pay off their debts.